here with Sam Krystkowiak and Randolph, one of the best pairs in the country. Fantastic performance today for the Torrey Pines Falcons. Unbelievable three-set battle against Cochrane and Olga Nikolaeva from Mira Costa. Came out on top 11-21, 24, 22, 15, 12. Sam, obviously this is the type of matchup, not only team-wise but pairs-wise, that if there were regional championships or state championships, this is what we'd be looking forward to, deep into to May. Just what did you and Calif feel like you took away from the first set in terms of making the adjustments to give us all what we were hoping for, and that was a great three-set battle?
Yeah, I think we had a pretty rough start just coming back off like a slower game. Like Bishop's was pretty good, but I think we weren't playing our best volleyball, and like
not the same level. I'll just call it like it is.
Yeah, I mean we weren't like doing our job like we normally would, and I think it was just like not the energy that we were looking for. And then going into that first set, like we didn't really have much of a break, so we kind of just had to like snap out of it. And I think like we just had a little bit of a rough start and needed to get ourselves out of like the hole that we kept digging ourselves. And I think we did a super good job turning that around in like the second set. We started making like different adjustments and just like overall placing the ball better and making less errors, which I think was super good.
Absolutely. Kelly, obviously they are seldom challenged, meaning Olga and Ruby, unless they're playing against Redondo. And you ladies are seldom challenged, in your regular season schedule, and unless there was a matchup against Cathedral Catholic, which we're all going to wait for the finals on Lord willing help providing on May 9th. So when you have to, it's within you. You certainly proved that the last two sets. But when you have to adapt that quickly after like no break against Bishop Montgomery, just how proud were you that, especially when it got into the late teens and early 20s, that you ladies just showed that grit and that championship medal?
I was so proud, especially with like Sam and I playing together, because obviously that first match, that first one didn't go the way that we wanted it to, and like she said, like coming off of a slower game really put us behind. But like I'm so proud of us for being able to not only adjust to like the way they were playing, but also adjust to the wind and the elements, because those were rough today. So being able to like put our best foot forward and play our best game in the wind and playing against a really good team was really fun.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, we hope in the postseason that Mother Nature is not going to be a factor, but obviously, great competition will be. Kelly, what do you hope that the team takes away? Because I mean, it'll say 4-1, but it's like there was a three-set battle in there. It could have easily, at the threes, could have easily been 3-2, and at 2 and 4, it was really competitive all the way throughout. So not only for the rest of the regular season, but certainly getting prepared for the postseason, and what we all anticipate will be yet another great chapter of Torrey Pines and Cathedral Catholic. How do you hope that this, not only educates and helps the team evolve and develop and improve, but just also as kind of a reminder that it's like we can play with anybody in the United States. Yeah,
I mean, obviously, like you said, it says that we'll lose 1-4, but I think playing against these teams is such a good opportunity, and like coming out here and coming and being together as a team and like learning what it's like to like play against all of these really hard competition, and everyone on these teams are really good, and like being able to learn how to play in the elements and come together as a team, I think is like what I hope to take away and what I hope that the team takes away.
Most definitely. Sam, what are you hoping that this reveals or could potentially showcase from the Torrey Pines Falcons by the time we get to the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think playing this like type of competition is way different than what we've been like exposed to so far, but I think everyone's taking stuff away from their games, and like Savvy said, she was just talking to us, like you either win or you learn, and I think this is such a great learning opportunity for us. Like we've started passing better in the wind, and we started like adjusting to like a different game type. Like we're not used to people like putting the ball away in that deep corner and like making us move a ton, so I think it's just super exciting to know like we're ready to push and work harder in practice and like make it a really fun game against Cathedral and like everyone else who we're able to play.
Most definitely. Last thing for both of you, I'll start with you, Sam, and then Kelly, I want you to weigh in as well. Since I said that this matchup had me so excited and so inspired, because obviously you ladies want the best competition. I want to see a tournament of champions level that involves teams from Arizona and Texas and Florida. But before we get there, I would also like to see a Southern California regional championship, if not a state championship. The fact that we can say that Torrey Pines has the grit and the character and the drive and the motivation and the will to travel up to Manhattan Beach on a windy day and play Mira Costa, which is obviously the most decorated program in the southern section. Torrey Pines, one of the most decorated programs, and not only beach but indoor in the San Diego section. How meaningful are these opportunities, Sam? Because we don't see teams that have that, like I said, that want and that will, other than Redondo, and because they're in the same league as Mira Costa, that want to come up here and play.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is huge for us. Like, the teams that we have down in San Diego, like, we don't get a bunch of committed girls in there. Like, you play good teams and you might play like a good ones or twos, but overall, like, playing these teams and being able to play like every team that is like has a committed athlete or like has both committed pairs, like, it's just super fun to be able to like see everybody wanting to compete and just wanting to play really high level volleyball. And I think it's super important that like we keep that going and like encourage everyone to keep playing and just get more stuff going.
Absolutely. Kelly, I mean, obviously you still have another year beyond this. Are you hoping that we could eventually evolve? Whether it's as soon as next year, if not for for some of the great freshmen that you have on your roster, that they might see a regional championship or state championship by the time they're done, so we can have a Torrey Pines or a Cathedral Catholic against a Redondo or a Mira Costa on an annual basis.
Yeah, I think that would be amazing, because it's like these games are where you learn the most, and even like taking a loss away from this as a team, I think that like playing these games is so much more important than playing the games that were crushing teams like 21-5, because you're learning like how to play against all of these really strong competition, and it's what makes you so much better. So I think like having bigger tournaments and playing teams from more far away is what's like really important, and will let our team learn the most.
Absolutely. It's going to go down as one of the biggest victories in the pairing of these two amazing women, and certainly one of the biggest in the United States, against Sam Krystkowiak and Kelly Randolph, 11-21, 24-22, 15-12 over Ruby Cochrane and Olga Nikolaeva from Mira Costa. Ladies, well done today, and best luck to the team as you guys prepare for the postseason.
Thank you.
Thank you.